welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on this makeup look right here. I had to sit down and get ready. I have a lot of things to do today, so I thought, you know what? We should film this. We should sit down and film because the goal is to have one video up per week. So initially sitting down, I had no idea what I was gonna do with my makeup, but this is the look that we came up with. I hope you enjoy it. If you like, give it a thumbs up. Whatever your recommendations are or suggestions for my channel, please leave some comments down below. I'd love to have all of your feedback. And with that being said, we are going to jump straight into this video. So I've already went ahead and moisturized my skin with the Studio Moisture Cream from MAC. This is what I used in my last video. This is what I always use to moisturize my skin, either this or the Time Check lotion because they're both really good for dry skin. Again, I'm just gonna go in with the Prolongwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. Again, I'm mixing NC47 and NC50. So just gonna, again, I'm just using a Peachtree here. I'm gonna go in all over my skin. This video, it's my goal to get it to like 30 minutes or less. I know my last video I talked a whole lot. I talk a lot in general. Plus I'm getting familiar with like how long it's gonna take to record, how long it takes me to edit. So I'm getting used to all of that stuff. I promise not every video is gonna be a movie. I'll get the hang of it. All right, so now we're gonna go in with some concealer. Again, I'm using the Tarte Shapetape in medium. Like I said before, I do like this concealer. It's a good one, it gives good coverage, blends out really nice. I look insane. Every time I like draw my concealer on my face, I'm like, ugh, the things that we have to go through. Okay. So I'm just gonna blend this out with my Beauty Blender. I like the little small ones. I've used the larger one before, but I use them like 2 or 3 times and then I throw them away because they do harbor a lot of bacteria. Plus I just like the 159 brush or certain brushes in general to apply my foundation. So I don't really need the big one, but I have used the larger one before. But I like this little small one. It just fits nicely where I need it. All right, you guys, so I had to mute the audio on this video for a few minutes because I thought it'd be a good idea to listen to music. And when I posted this video on YouTube, it got banned for copyright purposes or whatever the case. So I'm just gonna do a voiceover for a few minutes so you can get the information that I'm giving you. And then there's a point in the video where I stop listening to music so I can turn the audio back on. So right here, I'm not really saying anything. I'm just talking about the Lauryn Hill concert and the J. Cole concert being on the same night. So I'm just kind of venting about that while I blend out my concealer. So now we're going to use some powder. And I'll be using the Mineralize Skin Finish Loose Powder in the color Dark and a 168 brush to apply it all over the face. And I'm not baking with the powder, I'm just simply setting the makeup. My skin is extremely dry, so I can't use too much powder. Although when I was filming this, I was kind of in a hurry and I used an excessive amount of powder. In a normal situation, I wouldn't use that much, but I'm just dusting the powder onto the face, that's all. Yeah, I'm just, jamming out, living my best life to the music that you can't hear. But that's okay. We're going to move on. We're learning. This is a learning experience. Now I know for future videos, I will not be listening to music. I don't need any more videos being banned from the internet. So now we're going to do some contour, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me. I don't know why I said Maybelline. Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in 360 Mocha, and I'm just going to put it in all of the contours of my face. So now I'm going to contour my nose. This part I take very serious. I love to contour my nose. I love the look of it. So I think this clip is a little long because I did leave in exactly what steps I take to contour it. I just go down both sides of the nose, bringing it up into the middle of the brow, and then shortening the nose on the tip, creating a nice point. So that is what we're doing. All right, so in this little clip here, all I was really saying was that I know I promised you guys a skincare routine or what products I recommend for different skin types in my last video. This specific day when I was filming, I had to do my makeup anyway, so I thought, you know what? Because I did commit to having one video out per week, I thought, you know what, we might as well sit down, film this, and get this out for you guys. Plus, I thought it would be more fun for you guys to watch something that has to do with makeup. And I've been slacking on my skincare routine as of lately. My skin is struggling. So I thought I'd give myself a week, get caught up on my skincare, get my skin back to a good place before I share with you guys all the products that I, as of lately, have not been using. So I don't even know if anyone wants to see that. That's just something I thought would be fun. So please let me know what videos you want to see, and I'll get those recorded and out for you guys ASAP. So then I just let the contour on my nose kind of dry down a little bit before I buff it out, just so the lines I created stay in place. And in the meantime, I'm going to do some powder contour in the very depths of my cheeks and on the temples using a 135 brush with my Studio Fix Powder Foundation in the color NW58. So for blush today, I'm going to use the color Razin, and I'm just going to use the same 135 brush to apply it. And then for my liquid highlight, I'm going to use the Becca Backlight priming filter. I just use a little bit, I scoop it out onto my Peachtree, and then I use my tiny little beauty blender to apply it on my cheekbones and the center of my face. And then with my Real Techniques buffing brush, I'm going to use that to buff out the contour on my nose just to diffuse the lines and make it look a lot softer and more natural. All right, now we're gonna do some powder highlight. I'm gonna use a 137 brush with my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. I'm going to apply it to the tops of my cheekbones and the center of my face, and then in the next clip, you'll see me apply it to my brow bone and the inner corner of my eye. All right, you guys, thanks for bearing with me. I know that this video at least, is a hot mess, but in this next clip, I turned the music off, so my voiceover is done. I turned on the music because I couldn't really hear myself talk, and I don't know, I like to listen to music when I get ready, but then at the same time, if I'm trying to talk like over the music, that could be annoying for you guys. So I'm gonna go in with this palette here. It's a palette that I made at the pro store. Like, I just picked what colors I wanted, and it's just some fun, bright colors that I wouldn't use on a normal like daily basis. So I just wanted a fun palette to kind of get my creative juices flowing. Again, I'll leave all the colors down below because I don't really know. Actually, I can just pop it out. I'm gonna leave all the colors down below regardless, but I'm just gonna pop it out so I can tell you guys as I go what colors I'm using, because I don't really remember all the names. So this one I know is called Coral. It's this coral color. This is the one I said in my last video that I use sometimes as blush. So maybe we'll put some on their cheeks. Why not? Because we're gonna use it on the eyes. So sometimes if I'm using this on the eyes, I definitely like using it on the cheeks, just so that I have color coordination going on. So I'm gonna go on with the 224 blending brush. This was the brush that I used in my last video. This is probably my favorite brush ever. And I'm just gonna put it in my crease. So here we go. And the key to blending is just having a really light hand. If you're going in and you're pressing down so hard, you're basically packing the color on while trying to blend it. So you're gonna be working a million times harder to get a really flawless, smooth blend. So just use a really light hand and you'll get a really nice blend. So then I'm gonna go in with this color here, which is called Red Brick. It's this like orangey kind of color, like a dark orange, and I'm just going to use Stained 217. I used this brush for a pink eyeshadow look that I did, and didn't clean it right away, so now it's stained. Beautiful, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go in on the outer corners here. I'm probably gonna do like a halo eye. I think that would be fun. So I'm gonna go in on the outer corner and the inner corner, and then we'll pick a fun color to put in the middle. So the only reason I'm going in with the 217 because it's a little smaller than the 224, so it can fit a little nicer in the crease and the color won't come up as high. So I'm just gonna more so kind of pack it here because the inner corner of my eye is a little smaller than the outer corner. So I kind of just use a pressing motion to get in there, and then I just lightly kind of blend it up. And my eyelid is small, so every time I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a halo eye, and I'm gonna go on the outer and the inner corner, it ends up on my entire lid. That's okay. So then I'm just gonna go on with the 224 again and just kind of blend the top out so it's not so harsh. And just picking up a little bit more of the coral and just blending it because I don't want it to be too dark. That color is really pigmented, which is nice, but it's a little strong. I don't really want it that dark. I want it a little bit more diffused. So just like that. So I'm gonna go in again with my 217 and do the same thing on the other side. Just packing it on the outer V and the inner V of my eye. Just like that. Again, picking up a little bit more of coral on my 224 and just blending that out. So now I'm just gonna use my same highlighter, the Anastasia Amrezy, for the center color because I'm being pretty basic right now. And I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm just gonna press this on the center of the lid. I don't mean to flick you guys off. That was a bad finger to use. And I don't want it to be like bright, So usually like if I wanted it to be brighter, I'd use like some Fix Plus, but I don't. So I'm just gonna use my 217 again and just go right back over that orange color to make sure that everything is really nice and blended. Like I just want a small like pop of color, you know? And again, I'm just gonna go in on the other side. Just kind of packing that color on the center of the lid. And using my 217, going in with red brick and just blending that orange really nicely into that center color. Just like that. So now I'm gonna go in with the same Eco Tools brush again for my lower lash line. And I'm gonna go in with Coral, which was the first color that we put in the crease. And I'm just gonna smoke that underneath, connecting it to the top lash line. And this color I'm gonna bring down kind of low. And just a trick, if you have a lot of creasing underneath the eyes, if you do smoke out the bottom lash line, it'll kind of disguise and hide any of those lines and any creasing that you may experience throughout the day. So I take advantage of pulling down the bottom lash line kind of low. It just helps kind of hide any creasing that you might get, or prevent any creasing. And then with red brick, just like we did on the top, I'm gonna use that on the lower lash line, but I'm gonna keep this one up a little bit higher, like tight to the lash line, not bringing it down as far. The colors look really close and similar on the eyes, so it's not that big a deal. Like it doesn't make that big of a difference. Ah, my eyes hate eyeshadow, oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're gonna do some brows. I think this is cute. I don't know, what else do I wanna do? Do I wanna do anything else? Actually I do. Let's do, let's take our same 217 and let's do a little bit of like a dark brown, just to give my eye a little bit more depth. So I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty palette. This is like so sad how nasty and like dirty this is, but whatever. You can see there's two colors I like a lot, but we're gonna use Cocoa, which is this like dark brown here, and I'm just gonna use this right on top of red brick on the outer and inner corner, just a tiny bit, just to deepen it up. I like that, don't you guys agree? Just make it a little bit fancier. And again, on that inner corner of the lid. Sorry, I'm blocking you guys. This is hard. I'll get the hang of it, I promise. And then just blending it out with my 224. I didn't want it to be too dark, but you can see the difference here versus here, just to give it a little bit more depth, a little bit more dimension. So same on the other side. I gotta figure out how to like zoom and stuff so that you guys can see when I'm doing eye makeup, what I'm actually doing, especially if I do like intricate looks, you guys are gonna wanna see. So I promise I'm gonna figure all of that good stuff out so that you guys can get a better experience on my channel. And then just blend that out. And then I'm gonna just use the same shader brush and just use that even tighter on the lash line on the bottom. Just a little bit. It's starting to get dark outside, so my lighting is not good. I shouldn't have waited so late in the day to film. So it's another thing I need is some good lighting. All right, so now we're gonna do brows. And again, I'm just gonna use this Great Brows Kit from MAC in the color Lingering. Again, using the little brush, and I'm just going to spray it with some Fix Plus. Pick up some powder and do the brows. So let's make sure you guys can see. And so again, with my brows, if I can speak, I'm just creating a line on the bottom of the brow, and then I just do hair strokes up. I don't at all define the top of the brow. So that way it just looks a little bit more natural and like fluffy and full. So that's my brows. Then again, I go in with my Eco Tools brush and just go over my nose contour so that my nose contour melts right into the front of the brow. And then I'm just gonna take my 187 and just blend that out. And then we're gonna do some mascara and lips, and we're almost done. Oh, you see the sun's coming back out? Hey. All right. So again, I'm gonna use the In Extreme Dimension 3D mascara. And just coat my lashes. Oh my God. Ah, my eyes. Oh, they're so watery. They're burning. All right, now we're gonna do our lips. So for lips today, I'm gonna use Cork lip pencil from MAC. Again, I promise I'm gonna start switching it up for you guys because 2 videos in a row I'm using a lot of the same things. That's my problem in general. I use a lot of the same things, and I have so much I can use and so many different looks that I can create. So you guys are helping me be more creative in my makeup, and I like that. So it's a challenge for me and I'm here for it. So I'm just gonna use Cork lip pencil. Slightly overdrawing on the bottom, but not too much. Extremely overdrawing on the top. Perfect. And then we're gonna use Burnt Spice Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick from MAC. And I'm just gonna put this all over the lips. We're gonna go back in with Cork and just blend it into the liquid lipstick, like an ombre effect. And again, we're gonna use the clear lip gloss from MAC and put it all over the lips. All right, you guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was significantly shorter than the last video. It's my goal to get these videos down to like 20 minutes would be ideal, or less. 30 minutes isn't horrible, but an hour is excruciating. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to have a video up every single week. That is the goal. So send me any comments or messages with what videos you want to see next. I know it is in my plans to do the skincare routine and what products I recommend for like different skin types, but I just want to do something a little bit more fun, and I had to get ready today anyway. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.